Hello, this is Kale. Welcome to the Kale Scale. This episode, the Happytime Murders. Directed by Brian Henson, the son of Jim Henson. First off, anyone getting mad at this movie because it doesn't go too far with this R rating, you're stupid. It is fine as what it is. It didn't need to go any farther than it did. So the basic plot of the movie is that there was a puppet show back in the day made of mainly a puppet cast, because puppet racism is very strong in this world. An ex-puppet cop and his ex-partner have to solve the crime of who's killing all the show members of this old puppet show called the Happytime Gang.
Coach Lyle, Neighbor Jenny, Handyman Goofer, Officer Larry Shenanigans, Mr. Bumbly Pants the Postman, and British twins Ezra and Kara became instant household names for years to come.
So it's this puppet and Melissa McCarthy trying to solve all these murders. The humor is really good, both just like the puppets getting thrown around and just the world itself.
One guy has puppet slaves.
Yeah, puppet slaves are a thing. Because, like, literally, that's also one of my favorite jokes in this movie is they start the movie saying out that humans got over racism and everything because puppets were there, so we could hate puppets without hating other races. So that's the way to solve racism, is just get another entirely unhuman race and just hate them. Some puppets look better than others, I'll admit that, but I think that kind of helps with the movie. Because you have, like, some generic-looking puppets, and then you get, like, some high-class puppets.
And you get Goofer.
Goofer.
For 50 cents, Goofer will give you a felty.
A felty? No.
I'll give you what I call the Continental Hot Sock.
I don't want anything hot from you.
I will need a gallon of kombucha and some oatmeal.
One of my favorite parts about this movie is that Melissa McCarthy is not the main character. By the poster and marketing, you might think she is, but no, the puppet's the main character, and I really like that. The mystery is kind of obvious as you go further into the movie, but it's not that big of a deal overall. I kind of like the mystery, in fact. Like, it's so over the top that it's great. Melissa McCarthy's nice. I didn't care too much for her, but then again, she's not the star, so it doesn't really matter. The puppet is, and he's a voice actor who has done tons of voices for the Muppets.
He did.
It's great.
Pepe the Prawn, Manamana, and the Swedish Chef, and Ralph the Dog, all kinds of things.
And he does really well as the cop here. I don't know his real actor's name, but Stanley from The Office is there as the police commissioner, and I love that. And Joel McHale is an FBI agent, and it's just the greatest. He rolls up the crime scene and his car is playing Call Me Maybe, and then after he gets frustrated, he's like, I'm going back to the FBI. Elizabeth Banks is in the movie as kind of a red herring of who the murderer might be. The puppet cop gets arrested halfway through the movie, so you just follow Melissa McCarthy and the puppet detective's secretary along for a little bit. And I actually like Melissa McCarthy in those scenes better than most of the rest of the film.
Because it's the two of them. It's Melissa McCarthy and Maya Rudolph.
And they do really well off each other. I like them. They have a really good fight scene, weirdly enough, where Melissa McCarthy fights a bunch of puppets. It's actually well shot and directed. It's really good. I mean, the rest of the fight scenes aren't that good, but I mean, you're not expecting good fight scenes from a puppet movie anyway. But the first one with Melissa McCarthy fighting a bunch of like gangster puppets in a warehouse is great. The humor is pretty good, I'd say. A lot of the jokes land, and I like them. Instead of any actual drugs in the world, it's glitter.
Look at this, Sacramento red hot, grade 8 hypersucrose. It'll put a human in a diabetic coma for a month, but to a puppet, pure ecstasy.
I'm not doing that.
Do it, mate, Zach. Take it.
Oh, sorry about your dead human friend, Phillips.
Wait for it.
Melissa McCarthy's being held hostage by a guy, and her puppet partner has to shoot him. And this guy moves like 1 inch out of the way, and then he accidentally shoots just a random guy with his daughter. And
Just some puppet dad gets shot in the head for no reason.
and then his daughter sees it right in front of her. The puppet cop and Melissa McCarthy actually have really good chemistry together. It's kind of weird. They have like a love-hate thing going on, or just hate, they just have a hate thing because everyone thinks that the puppet cop missed on purpose when he was going after the criminal. So that's why he got banned, and he was the only puppet cop, the first and only. So Melissa McCarthy is the part of the majority that believes he missed on purpose. But they develop a stronger relationship throughout the movie. Overall, I'd give this movie an 8 out of 10.
That was a bad and dumb idea.
No kidding.